afternoon in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina. EA Sports brings you to Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today, two NFC clubs going head-to-head, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Carolina Panthers. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. To the 43, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now. Young off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So here's a 3rd and 14. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Got to give their offensive coordinator credit there. He got right into the head of the defensive coordinator, because right on the heels of the sack on 2nd down, he figured they were going to come at him hard again. And so he went ahead and hit a brilliant call. Screen pass works well enough. They're able to pick up a first down. That's one way to keep that defense at bay.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 45 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now Young. That one complete to again. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 9-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Young with it, 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Now Young on 4th down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ted McMillan, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
At their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brendan, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And that one complete downfield to Kupp. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Cooper Kupp, 42 yards. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback charge. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when you finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Third down, Young from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard.
Dances by him. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
At the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Young will set to throw.
That's complete to Chuba Hubbard.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters looking, and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score, but Remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
2 yards on the
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. They'll try and sneak. Caught up. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
A give, running right, it's Hubbard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
He's brought down at the
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Young to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
first down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
On the counter, this is Hubbard.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Throwing, Young. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Young.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Panthers are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
That's good.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
So on 4th down, here's Matthew Wright for the Panther field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved that if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
2 yards to go, second down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That's taken in by Arroyo.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Back to throw now on first down. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Elijah Arroyo, 31 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right back to Hubbard.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot, versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
To the left side, he's got McMillan.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw, Young. That is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. 23 yards, the final tally.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they just get the play off. Now Young. Got a man. That's Leggett.
Young's pass. Complete to Xavier Leggett. An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down on the Seahawks 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Young quickly to the flat. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now Young. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Well, caught by Trimble. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Tommy Trimble, 23 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And out now come the Seahawks.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're going to look to throw.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll look to throw here on first down.
As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
And the Seahawks first down.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First down, Seattle.
Back to throw again. His throw incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
Final play of the half, Young. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, it resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Smith and Jigba with a grab.
Only able to gain a couple there. And it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, Walker.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the give, this is Hubbard.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time to make sure you get in shape.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
On play action, they'll throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll get this one to Cobb complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 28-yard line.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. We often give credit to the O-line there, 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Elijah Arroyo, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
That ties the game 24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And now Not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll begin this series with a give to Hubbard.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
81 yards for him on the ground now.
A way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Young takes it on the sneak. And he is going to have the Panthers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you'd think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd.
They'll run with Hubbard.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers.
We're giving him what his coaches have given, but how about the respect he gets, who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And that is incomplete here.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. On the ground, it's Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Throwing, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Walker with another carry. And space tough to come by there, so we get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Off
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll go with a keeper. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Here's 2nd and 8. Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll set up a throw. End zone curve. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker
From 8 yards out.
And the Seahawks have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball, definitely coming from his head coach.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
2nd and a couple.
Off the play fake, Young.
This is caught by McMillan.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Young to throw it.
They'll find McMillan here.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at their 48-yard line.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made
pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna Nwosu in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Outright to Smith and Jigba.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, it's his fullback. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
They'll look to throw again.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Walker now on 1st and 10. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the ball. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score and this game's over.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
Well, the Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
It's now 4th down.
So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to perhaps salt this one away. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
And able to get this out to the 25. So now Young and the Panthers
down by 10. 1:46 to go. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10.
Here's Young. Into the hands of Sanders.
And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
2nd and 6 coming up. Young. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Young to throw. Able to find Thielen. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Gain of 5.
Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk to the 45. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Young. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Got a man. That's Leggett.
Young's pass complete to Xavier Leggett. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.